Have you seen Star Wars?
The Acolyte is easily my most anticipated upcoming Star Wars project. It's described as a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers set in the final days of the High Republic era. To me, this is one of the most interesting story concepts for a Star Wars show. A brand new timeline, never explored in live action, brand new characters, and a show seemingly about the Sith of that time. And just recently, the showrunner, a controversial person named Lesly Headland, gave some insight on how she plans to use this show to tie into other films in the Skywalker saga, mainly Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. In a recent interview with The Wrap, Lesly Headland describes how The Phantom Menace was a big inspiration for her Star Wars series. She said, "What I can say is the reason it did appeal to me personally is that I was 18 when The Phantom Menace came out, so I was a very, very big Star Wars fan. I remain a big Star Wars fan, but at that particular time, right after the re-releases and the fact that I was in high school, it was just kind of all conceded at a time where I was discovering who I was sexually." What the fuck? I was discovering who I was artistically, I was kind of realizing what I wanted to do in my life, and then this big, huge movie event, cultural event happened that was The Phantom Menace, and I know there were varying reactions to it, and certainly there were a lot of people that had grown up with the original trilogy who were disappointed by it. But she continued by saying, "But I actually was very intrigued by why George Lucas had started us at that particular point. I kind of wondered, but what happened to lead up to this? That's kind of where my Star Wars fan brain went, was like, how did we get here, and why are the Jedi like this? When they are in power, why are they acting this way, and how is it that they're not having the reaction that you would think they would to Anakin's presence, and what Qui-Gon Jinn is saying about how passionately he is about training Anakin and bringing him into the fold. It's like even the discovery of Darth Maul is kind of met with this like, interesting kind of feeling. So I just think for me, my brain has always buzzed around that area and wondered what's going on there, or what has been going on there." And that's the end of the quote. Now, what she is saying here has been an interest for Star Wars fans for a very long time. We've always wanted to see the Jedi Order before the Phantom Menace and watch them slowly become more political or simply become blinded to the dark side and the rest of the galaxy. There's a book called Count Dooku Jedi Lost, and it's basically his origin story, and it explored this exact situation of the Jedi slowly becoming more political and blinded to the dark side, even when he was a Padawan making his way through Jedi Knight up to Jedi Master, and this all takes place around the same time as the new show, The Acolyte. So we could explore how the Jedi Order lost their way, but more importantly, the influence that the Sith had over it. We all know that the master of Darth Sidious is Darth Plagueis. Now, Darth Plagueis is canon, but his story from the expanded universe, which is now called Legends, is not canon. So what is canon about Darth Plagueis, and what do we know about him so far in the new canon? And it seems like we only know a few things. He was the master to Palpatine until Palpatine killed him in his sleep. He worked with Palpatine to become influential in politics and was alive when Palpatine became the senator of Naboo. There is no confirmation that he died in The Phantom Menace, or if it was before or after, we don't know that yet. But Plagueis was planning the fall of the Jedi Order with his apprentice Darth Sidious, and of course we all know he could manipulate midichlorians to save someone from dying. So how can Plagueis fit into the Acolyte series and be the connection between the High Republic and the Star Wars prequel trilogy? Personally, I see two options here. We know that the main character for the Acolyte will be a female, so Plagueis will not be the main character. I mean, they would really have to change things around for that to be true, which is a good thing because we need to see him in a very unique way in order to pull off his first live-action appearance, even if we do see him in this upcoming Acolyte show. But one option we have is that the main character of the Acolyte, she will be an apprentice to the current Sith Master. She will likely follow the rule of two until she kills her master and takes their place as the Master of the Sith. Now, since the series does take place 50 years before The Phantom Menace, we can now introduce Darth Plagueis. Due to the amount of time that we have to cover, it would make sense that Plagueis is now the apprentice to the new Sith Master, our main character for the Acolyte series. And I think this would also mean that there would be likely maybe 2 or 3 seasons of the Acolyte, where the first season is about our female lead becoming the Sith Lord, becoming the true Sith Master and overcoming her master. And then the second season, she could recruit Darth Plagueis to become her apprentice. So now Plagueis could take the title of Acolyte. That could be something that isn't applied to just one person, but a title that the Sith use to rank their students. Maybe it could be Acolyte, and then there's Apprentice, and then there's Master. Now, let's go with the other option. Let's say the Acolyte is about our female lead and Darth Plagueis both working together and currently serving under the current Sith Master, and the Master is having a bunch of Sith Acolytes prove themselves as worthy becoming his or her Sith apprentice. Now, both of these or none of these options could become true, but I firmly believe that Darth Plagueis must make an appearance to connect from the High Republic into the prequel trilogy. He has to appear in the Acolyte series, and it would be great to explore more about the Sith and their order without ever having to deal with Darth Sidious, because while he did execute the plan that destroyed the Jedi, the Acolyte series could actually show that plan being enacted by Darth Plagueis and maybe even the Acolyte herself, and how they were planning to usurp the Jedi Order. Before we close today's video, I know there may be a few who are curious about how Darth Plagueis would become the apprentice to our main character of the Acolyte series when his master is supposed to be Darth Tenebrous. And if I could have it my own way, I would keep Darth Tenebrous as the master to Darth Plagueis, and truth be told, that is likely what's going to happen. But personally, I am operating under the assumption that Tenebrous is only canon by name, and under the new canon, Darth Plagueis' master is a mystery at the moment. We don't really know who his master is, whether it's Darth Tenebrous, whether it's the Acolyte, it could be anybody at this point. We don't know, but I think it leaves the door open for more stories to keep that a mystery, and that could really help the Acolyte series. But one thing is for certain. Darth Plagueis has to appear in the Acolyte series at some point, or the series has to lead into him becoming the master of the Sith in order for him to find Palpatine and train him. You remember how earlier I said Season 1 could have a female lead as the Acolyte, and then she takes her master's spot, and then Season 2, she's the master and Plagueis is the Acolyte? Well, maybe we get Season 3 where Plagueis is the master and Sidious is the new Acolyte. I doubt it will happen, but I think that would be an extremely unique way for a Star Wars show to operate. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the Acolyte series tying into the Phantom Menace, and how do you think Darth Plagueis fits into all this? Does the recent information and news that we've been getting about the Acolyte make you more excited for that series or not? It starts filming next year in London, early 2022, likely meaning we're going to get a late 2023 release date for this show. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, or subscribe, because it does help out the channel. If you really like Star Wars Only, you can become an Only fan, and what does that mean? It just means you subscribe, you hit the bell icon, and you will stay up to date on the latest news in Star Wars. I'm Star Wars Only. I'll see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.